I started vlogging in 2003, before YouTube even existed. It is with heart wide open that I share with you my journey that has taken me from South Korea to now living off-grid in the middle of nowhere. I need the space because I'm gonna sharpen the chainsaw. These goats, you have to go because Willow doesn't want you to come near his food when he eats. Okay, be smart. Yeah, be smart. Today is the day that the Epstein's files come out. So very curious to see if some people we know here in Canada are on that list and what it means to be on that list. You know what I mean? It's warm, really warm and sunny, so that's excellent. Posts on social media are advocating for not buying anything from American companies. In all these American companies, Canadian people work. I read that 250,000 people have signed a petition to get Elon Musk to give up his Canadian passport and to lose his citizenship. I don't believe that real people are posting this shit, you know? I think it's all orchestrated to manipulate our perception. Curiously enough, in the comments that I read on those posts, it's like almost 100%. I'm not participating. I'm gonna buy what I buy. I'm gonna actually make an effort to buy more American that day. And then with Elon Musk, what the hell? This guy, like, he's way too much in my life, you know? I don't know him, I've never met him, but he's so much in my life. I never asked him to be in my life like that. It seems like it's a war between the WEF, which is Trudeau, Poilievre, and the Jagmeet. These three guys are all part of WEF team, you know? Trump doesn't seem to be. But at the same time, he's doing so many interviews and he's always, a lot of his day is in front of a camera. I like what's happening with the US, what Trump is doing. But I have to remain skeptical. Yeah, vigilant, because I don't trust politicians. That saw will be so much better now. It'll be sharp. Yeah, that's quite unusual, you know, to have spring come this early. That's not normal, but we're not complaining. Doesn't seem to really move. This has overflowed. Here the water is not so bad. Let's go look on the other side. This is good. It's quite mushy. Yeah. But let's see here. Is it draining? It must be. What does it look like? It looks pretty good. This is soft as hell. This here, yeah, that's soft. There's water on that post. That's inside. Oh, it's warm in here. Really warm. This is not. This is good. Like the ground is not mushy. So I'm gonna walk on the other side. I'm so gonna be happy when we're done having to do this, you know, that labyrinth. But the ground isn't mushy at all. Doesn't look like it's moved from last year. No water is accumulating. The ground is pretty hard. Yeah, this is kind of mushy. You can see the pier, but everything is connected. But I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go park the snowmobile soon, you know. I don't know if we're gonna use it again. Unreal. So quick the season this year. I'm geared and fueled, so I'm ready to go. I'm gonna got 2 trees, I think these 2 right there. Saturday I'll come pick them up with the excavator and test, you know, how can it work, how many can I take if I drag them and all that stuff. Because now I don't worry so much about dragging them because I have a pressure washer, so I can wash the logs to remove dirt and little rocks before milling them. Because if they're dirty, your blades they go quicker, almost instantly even. So it's always better to estimate smaller. And this is a 16/8, probably even, yeah, around that. You guys, you understand the plan now? Or do I have to explain it again? Huh? I have to explain it again. So to practice, you know, because when I do the stove, the rocket stove with the metal I bought, I want the weld to be better than when I'm at right now, but I need practice to get there. So one thing that I don't care so much that the welds will not be as good as later on when I have more experience is to do the extension for that machine to the quad, so that instead of connecting with the plate underneath, it connects with the bar that goes under the quad and behind connects on the hitch. So then with the winch you can pivot it up and down, and that's really just what you need. I think that's within my skills, and I don't know how long it will take to do, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it either. I don't know exactly what metal I'm gonna take, but I know that I have to bring this in the shop. This is going to be the most mudless spring that we've ever had because of the gravel. Like normally, like this would be like, I wouldn't be able to wear my runners. I need like big boots to walk in that, and it would stick to the bottom, so the boots would get like really heavy. This is the bar. This plate would connect to this here and go under the quad and connect to the plate here that's connected to the quad. It's a beautiful spring day. Oh, that's just so amazing. So now I'm in my metal junkyard, and I'm trying to find something that's gonna fit in here. I think I see over there. Okay, let's see. This is perfect. So I had to take the greatest measures It's not budging. The other two, they came with a lot of convincing, but these two, they're not budging. So this should help convince them. I can just cut those and then remove this and that. I think so. Okay, that's more work, but I can do it. I'm gonna use the grinder. Plan A didn't work. It's cut, but it's not coming out. New blade. I got the first one out. Thank God it's done. I'm gonna work on the second one, but like that's like, I didn't expect to have to work this long, you know, on preparing this piece. Finally got it. This is stuck. Let's see if it's gonna come out right away, easy. And then there's this plate inside. So this is my idea. This attaches to here. Then it goes under the quad. So this goes under the quad. And then it gets here. And then I have something like that that connects to the hitch. This is going to be adjustable to get to any quad quickly that has a hitch. There'll be maybe 3 nuts and bolts. So I'll have to make holes. Here I'll have plates to keep these two together. A plate here with gussets. Same thing going this way. And then this will be about here. And what happens when the winch is lifted up, this stays on the ground, it just pivots. So this comes up and the pivot is just the wheels. It's a bit complicated because I don't have all like the metal in the world available. This is what I've got. So I'm not gonna make it adjustable here. But I've considered this is to weld a nut on this side of the bar where the 3 holes are, and then that's going to hold this together. I can still adjust it here. I'm gonna continue drilling my holes here, and tonight I'm gonna watch a few welding videos on how to proceed to weld one of those to the back in the space here. And okay, I can make holes. I already did this one. I'm gonna try to see how far apart I want them. Another beautiful spring day in February. It's an 8 in the shade, but it's much warmer up here. Hi Raven. So I'm getting ready to do my the trees, at least 2, and then I'm gonna come back and start working on that prepping for the welding. I found how like a design from the Burkomac company, the company that does those snowblower for the quad. So how they attach is pretty much what I want to do. So I'm gonna use that to guide me. Just before I get started, I was watching the Trump-Zelenski meeting today. Oh my God, unreal. Zelensky, a little boy, you know, like petulant little boy. He had to be grounded by his dad. And he never mentions Canada either. Like how many billions And how many hunting rifles seized from legal, you know, people who had these rifles legally did we send to Ukraine? There's so much more at play than we think, you know. Behind Zelensky, he even fucking made threats. Oh, I said fuck. He even made threats to Trump and Vance, you know, in their office. Things, you don't know what's gonna happen, you know, implying that he has people behind him. You can't read like articles that go like, here's what you need to know about Trump and Zelensky's meeting. Like, watch the meeting yourself, and then you come up with your own conclusion, you know? You can't just trust a media or somebody else to tell you what's what. You have to figure it out yourself. He posts, you know, that he wants to hire people to kill Trump and JD Vance, and he's gonna hire a private killer on the dark web. I replied to him, you know, like just an advice, like take that down, because and then I told him that he needed a spanking, because he's just like any dictator that has ever been on the planet. I don't like what they say, let's just kill them. He's exact. He's like behaving the way that he's against, you know. And that's one thing that's really awesome with Trump is even though he knew the elections had been rigged, but what are his intentions really? I'm not sure yet. In a 24-hour period in a day, how many of these hours is he live recording, you know? So it's probably like more than 5 hours in a day, because we don't get to see everything that is being filmed. But the filming starts long before he sat down with Zelensky, and it ends long after Zelensky, the meeting is over. The camera keep rolling. So if anything happens during that time, you can be sure we would know about it. Think about it, like every day, like of your life, you're like that much in the spotlight. Everything. It's quite amazing. Like Trudeau is not like that. None other. Like there's no other world leader that can be scrutinized the way Trump is, and he's doing it, and he's standing proud, and I really respect and admire him for that. Whoa, I'm still skeptical though, but he's impressive, that's for sure. All right, first one done. So I got 2 at 16 8-inch, 1 at 12 6-inch. Whew, it's getting easier. It's still physical, but it's not as hard as it was like just a few days ago when I started. Oh yeah, so I got this one this morning. It's good size. I cut this to give me better wood at the end, so I got 2/16 of 8-inch, and then I got a 12 at 6-inch, and then a post for something like the fence maybe. And then I did this one, so 16/8, another 16/8. Then it fell not where I wanted it to fall, so I had to cut other trees. Then this is a 12 what? Let's say a 12/5. This is another 12/5, so 2. And then this is a 12/6, and that gives me a 12/4. I don't know if I'm gonna cut from here. I might go to another spot. This one is pretty good. I might take that. Oh, but it's like where I'm gonna fall it, you know? This is firewood, those dead standing. So tomorrow I cut 2, and then I use the excavator to bring everything home. But yeah, so this one I think I can do tomorrow. This one for sure. That'll be a good size. And then, and maybe this one. Yeah. And then all my logs are in this area. So when I work with the excavator, it's all here. So that means I'll have to come in here with the excavator. I think it's easier to cut them to size, but it's more complicated with the excavator because it's 3 logs instead of 1. I'm gonna learn tomorrow. That's for sure. I see this one is not cut. Maybe I can do it now. Okay, I'm gonna cut that little piece so it's done for tomorrow. So I just came back from lunch. I'm gonna work on this project. I'm gonna prepare the metal. I don't know how far I'm gonna get, but I'm gonna start on that, put some tunes. We have Facebook friends, people we used to know, and now we're just like keeping, like spying on each other's life because we kind of like curious. So 2 friends like that I spoke to today commented, and you know, I took the time to do it. You know, I could just let it go, but they were saying that Trump and Vance were so bad the way they treated Zelensky. And then one friend said he was gonna kill himself in 2 weeks on his birthday. And then he had other weird messages like that you don't want to put on Facebook, you know, because I mean, like he wanted to get Trump, like he wanted to hire a sniper to kill Trump and Vance. He put that on Facebook. Like that's why I told him my comment was like, you should remove that, you know, like you okay? I realized that most people, or I don't know if it's most, but a lot of people, more people than I thought, totally skipped out on or are not able to read body language and to read between the lines with the choice of words that was taken by both parties and the tone of voice. I mean, that's like more revealing than than what's going on, you know. Zelensky is sitting at the edge of his seat with his arms crossed, like he's really like intense, you know. He's not liking what's going on. He's on the defensive big time. And all JD Vance told him to put him that much on the defensive is he called him out on his country, that he's sending the reserve troops into war to get killed, and that he's having trouble recruiting more. And then he retaliates, Zelensky retaliates with you have a big ocean, you know, between, and you don't know now, but you will feel it soon, you know. And if you watch it, you will see that, like I'm paraphrasing now, but then Trump gets the incineration and the threat, and he gets back, and you don't get to tell us how we're gonna feel. There's a lot more at play than, you know, it's not just a deal for minerals here. We don't know jack about what's really going on. This is all a show for us. And if you support Ukraine, I think you're missing out on that stuff. Ukraine is not an angel. Definitely not. And Trump isn't either. But I really believe he's trying to get peace, you know? And I think we all want that peace. I'm not okay with people getting killed. But yet, Zelensky doesn't... It's too fishy, you know? It's way too fishy, that war. So, anyway. I'm gonna work now. I'm seconds away from doing my first like functional weld. I'm gonna weld the nut to the square tube, and then I'll go like this, and then it will like screw together so I can move it. That's how it's gonna be done. Look at that. I built this. So I welded a nut. I'm never gonna put enough torque on the bolt. I had some issues when I made my holes. I misjudged where to do them. Like I miscalculated. So now I have to cut up here where the white is so that they match with the bar. That's kind of annoying. I saved it, so I don't have the right nut bolts, and I'll need like some washers, but it works now. I'm gonna do the other one, but I'm gonna measure from this one to know this one, so it should go as planned on the next one. It's even worse. The first one is not bad, but look at that. Completely off. So now I have to go and do what I did earlier. Hey, I'm done for the day. I don't know if you can see that bright spot. That's Venus. So we're supposed to have like the alignment of planets. So luckily the sky remains like this. We might be able to see it. I think the bulk of the planet should be in that direction. It's a bit too early to see it. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go check the greenhouse. So the building doesn't seem to have moved. There's no water accumulation here. I'm gonna go check the other side now. It's fine on this side too. No, yeah, it looks all right. Okay, beautiful day again. I'm gonna find where my love is. Oh, look at that. Hey, 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 hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, Miley. Hey! Hey! That. Divine is working on the pile. So now I gotta select 2 trees for today. Maybe this one right there. It's the day after Zelensky was kicked out. I reacted huge on on Facebook. I participated on the debate with friends. Who knows? I know I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that we're being played. Yeah, it's crazy how we're being manipulated. Doesn't matter what our opinion is. We're being manipulated just the same. You see, it's kind of going that way. I think today I might cut smaller trees. Haha. It's not as simple today. I did the easier one in that patch already. I'm done. My two trees. It only gives me 4 pieces of 16 feet. 2 at 8 inch, 2 at 6 inch. So I did this one and this one. I have space now for these guys, for this. But now what I'm sure is I'm going to the house, see how Divine is doing,